Back in 1930, the Toowoomba Trades Hall Labour Council, as they were called in those days, a few of them got together and decided to raise some money, donate it, some of it to themselves, and build a purpose-built trades hall, and that is where we are now. That's what this is.
Historically, it used to be used quite regularly by the community. I believe they used to hold dances up here. I have a lot of members say to me this is where their parents met. I think our stairs, as you come up the stairs, tell that history of the number of footsteps that have been on those stairs.
Well, I first became aware of the Trades Hall back 50 years ago. I got involved with the union movement, and this was the meeting place. It's a place where workers could come and meet. Unions could have meetings here, and I suppose it was a hub for workers that they had a place to come.
The hall's seen a lot of history in regards to struggles by the union movement. From way back, the very first Shearers Union was actually formed in Toowoomba. The history of the navvies walking up that went on strike for a couple of shillings more extra a week, that marched from down the range up to here. The history goes a long way back.
So there's been several large campaigns that the Toowoomba branch of the QCU have done over the years. The two biggest ones that come to mind is the Your Rights and Work campaign in 2007, where the fundamental workplace laws in Australia were broken, and there was a massive wave of not only union workers but also the community were out there campaigning in the streets to make sure that we were treated fairly. More recently, we've seen the Not for Sale campaign, where the Canberra-Newman government tried to sell the public assets, and we had community members, including church groups, come out in support of keeping public assets in public hands.
The Board of Trustees made a commitment to revitalise and try and get the building back to its original state. So upstairs here we had a number of offices that were utilised probably 10-15 years ago. We've removed those offices and created more capacity upstairs for community events to occur. We've modernised the kitchen to create an opportunity for catering to occur, and more importantly, we've tried to get the building back to its original state so that people can reminisce of how it was 100 years ago and have union events, important occasions involving the union movement occurring in this building. We believe, as trustees of this grand old building, that we're in a good position to invite more community events back into this building with increased capacity and modernising the facilities as well.
I personally see it as the keeper, if you like, of a lot of echoes of the past, a lot of voices of the present, and we want to keep it well maintained for all that vision that's going to come through those doors into the future. Today the voices are talking more about protecting weekend penalty rates, not for sale, changing the rules that there's jobs we can count on in communities, particularly rural communities moving forward. And those voices of today will become tomorrow's history, and hopefully it's as well respected and maintained into the future.